Today, let's look at the Singer-Terhaar model. This model, in contrast to the Grinold-Kroner model that we have seen in the other tutorial, is a risk premium approach for equity return forecasting. If we can calculate the risk premium, we can get the total expected equity return by adding up the risk-free return rate and the risk premium. There are 4 steps to calculate the total equity return of an asset. First, the risk premium if we assume full integration. What does it mean, full integration? Full integration means that the equity is exposed to the same risk factors as the global market portfolio. So, the return of the equity and the return of the global market fluctuate together. This is very different from the condition of complete segmentation, which is the second step. Under complete segmentation, which happens in less developed financial markets, the equity is exposed to its own unique risk factors and is less sensitive to risks of global market portfolio. The third step is taking the weighted average of the 2 risk premiums. The weight is the degree of the equity's integration into the global financial market. In well-developed financial markets, the degree of integration is around 70%. The fourth step is to add the risk-free rate to the risk premium in order to get the full return rate. Whether fully integrated or completely segmented, the risk premium calculation starts with the same equation. The risk premium of an asset is equal to its sensitivity to the market portfolio times the risk premium of the market portfolio. The sensitivity, denoted as beta, is itself a function of the correlation between the asset and the market portfolio. Beta also depends on the ratio of asset volatility to the market portfolio's volatility. If the asset is more volatile than the general market, beta is higher, and the asset's risk premium is higher. We get the below expression when we substitute beta with its components into the risk premium equation. Further rearranging the equation, we get the expression of risk premium as a function of its correlation to the global market, its volatility, and the global market Sharpe ratio. If we start with the first step, where we try to calculate the risk premium assuming the equity in question is fully integrated into the global market, then the Sharpe ratio to use is the global market Sharpe ratio. The Sharpe ratio is usually a given variable, as it is the risk premium per unit of global market risk and is frequently tracked by data providers. In step number 2, we try to calculate the risk premium under the assumption of complete segregation. In this case, the correlation as represented by the Greek symbol ρ is a value 1, because the completely segmented asset has a 1-to-1 correlation with itself. Also in this case, the Sharpe ratio to be used is the Sharpe ratio of the asset itself. This value is also usually given in the question. Once we have calculated the risk premiums under the assumptions of full integration and complete segmentation, we will take the weighted average of the 2 risk premiums using the degree of integration of the asset in question to calculate the risk premium. Again, the degree of integration depends on the asset itself and is usually a given variable. Once the weighted average is calculated, always remember to add it back to the risk-free rate to get the total expected equity return. Leaving out the risk-free rate would not be correct because in risk premium approach, returns from different kinds of risks should be added up together to get the total return. In the case of Singer-Terhaar model, all premiums from risk factors are lumped together under the name of risk premium, so it is the only premium to add to the risk-free rate. Hope you enjoyed today's tutorial on Singer-Terhaar model. Happy studies, and please let me know if there are other topics that you would like me to talk about.